Who's there?
Me.
Me who?
You don't know who you are?
Thank you, Evelyn.
More Evelyn. We want more Evelyn.
Take it easy, Rocky. Take it easy. So, it's always great to be here on Monday nights, and thank you, Evelyn. Let's give Evelyn another round of applause. And we can keep our hands going for our baristas. We have Nick and Val tonight, so let's give them a hand for helping us out. And also Stephen for being a peg leg pirate and helping us out on Monday nights. We couldn't do it without Stephen, so let's give him a round of applause also. So it's always great to be here, and I believe that the world needs more laughter, so it's so great to have such a great audience that can spread these corny jokes around and help everyone lighten up. My name's Brian O'Brien, and so on Monday nights I punish people with puns, so get ready for the next few minutes. I'm going to be punishing you. Friday night I went out with a friend to Blaze Pizza, and it's a really cool place because you can customize your pizza, and I was going through the line. Of course, I had to let them have my famous pizza jokes, which is, I was going to tell you a pizza joke, but it's too cheesy. I also asked them, did you hear about the fire at the cheese factory? And they always look like deer in the headlights. And the punchline is, there's nothing left but debris. There's nothing left but debris. So we have some visitors here from Canada. So I always like to let the visitors know that Santa Cruz has the distinction of having the country's most diverse cross-section of white people that you'll find anywhere else. And in honor of Evelyn's knock-knock joke, I'm going to tell you guys a knock-knock joke. So, knock-knock.
Who's there?
Beats.
Beats who?
Beats me.
We want more Evelyn.
So I have some great new jokes for you guys. First I'm going to do a review joke. I love bees, I love honey, so the joke is that back in the old days everyone was worried about killer bees coming up from South America. So how do you get rid of killer bees? You use a BB gun. And here's another review joke. What do you call bees that give milk? Those are called boobies. Boobies, very good. So you remembered that one. So I have a new joke along the same lines. What do you call a potato that gives milk? That's called a lactator. A lactator. Here's another new joke. It's kind of a riddle, of course. What can take you up and down but doesn't move? And I guessed elevator, but that's not right. The correct answer is stairs. They take you up and down, but they don't move. Let's see. Too bad Lyric's not here. She helped me make up a little bit about the fact. Of course, everyone loves Rumi as a poet, so I always like to squelch rumors. There's a rumor going around that my roommate turned me on to Rumi, so that's called my Rumi rumor. You guys have been a great audience, so I'm going to tell you some good jokes now. And also I want to let you know, some of my jokes are time released, so you might just laugh tomorrow afternoon for no reason. And since you're a musical crowd, would you like me to do originals or covers? Another sad thing about Lyric not being here is she does a great job with this musical joke, but I'm going to do it anyway, which is, what's Beethoven's favorite fruit? And that's banana. It's kind of like Barack Obama's favorite vegetable is broccoli. That's another review joke. I like to teach you guys one-liners, you know, nice basic jokes so you can take them home, tell your friends. These are the kind of jokes you don't have to be a rocket surgeon to figure them out. That went right over your head. Well, Evelyn, you want to hear a good ghost joke? That's the spirit. Another new joke I've been passing around is, what do frogs eat when they're in Paris? They eat French flies. French flies. That's kind of a tongue twister. Also, here's another French joke. There was an explosion. Actually, Stephen was telling somebody before we got started that he has to be careful with his crutches because of the rain. It's kind of slippery and whatnot. So he said he's really got to watch out for linoleum. So that's part of the punchline to the French joke, which is there was an explosion in the kitchen in the French restaurant, and they ended up with linoleum blown apart.
I like that.
So I spared no expense for you guys as far as props. So for this, put on your thinking cap, because I'm going to ask you what's the difference between a tube and a Dutch comet. Dutch comet, that's right. So the tube is a hollow cylinder, and the comet is a silly Hollander. Silly Hollander. That's an excellent joke. I don't know why you're not laughing.
I like that.
So I'm running for president in 2020, and thank you. I've got 100% approval so far because I have a simple platform. I just use the numbers 8 and 13. We're going to change the calendar so we have 8 days in the week, so everyone gets a 4-day weekend every weekend, and you job share, so we all have to work 4 days a week. So everyone's been down with that. And then the 13 stands for 13 full moons in the year, so we're going to have a Halloween party every month. You know, 13 Halloweens a year. So everyone's been down with that so far. Here's a couple of new feather jokes for you guys. Why do ducks have feathers? It's to cover up their butt quacks. Also, which side of the chicken has the most feathers? It's the outside. The outside has much more than the inside. Let's see. I'm just gonna wrap it up with another joke that I love to tell, especially with this weather. When it's raining, the bees are able to keep dry when they wear their little yellow jackets. So that's how they keep dry. And I always like to finish up by saying I really appreciate that you guys come out on Monday nights, and I hope that you're like me where things are getting better and better, so I hope that next Monday night you can tell me that you had a better week than last week and everything's getting better and better. Thanks for coming out. I'm Brian O'Brien.
Has this been